we're here at Hebburn Riverside Park, and Tyne Rivers Trust are delighted to have partnered with Friends of Riverside Park to put on an event for the community today, and it's called a Nature Discovery Day. So we're aiming to record as many species as possible that are living here in the park, and just to get people down out into nature and getting to learn a little bit more about their local environment. So Tyne Rivers Trust currently has a program in South Tyneside, which is funded by the UK Shared Prosperity Fund, and it's called Total River Therapy. So last year and throughout this year, we're going to be running community engagement events with lots of different community groups across South Tyneside. And as I mentioned, Friends of Riverside Park are one of those key groups that we're already engaging with here at the park. What we can really achieve by working with others is that we can draw on their resources and community contacts to bring out the people that they're engaged with, and to get to know local people, which we couldn't do ourselves as a small organisation and trying to cover the entire catchment. So it's been a great family day out. We've had lots of different people coming down, including kids and people from the area. So there's been, this morning we started off with Hebburn litter pickers, actually led a litter pick, and they litter pick every Saturday around the South Tyneside area.
Today's been our very first Nature Discovery Day, and it's been fabulous. Actually, it's lovely to see so many people in the park, and really that's one of the things we really want to achieve, is get people down here, get people enjoying this brilliant space, learn about it, learn about the nature that's in the park, and then ultimately protect it. The aims of the Friends of Riverside Park are to protect the park and the surrounding wildlife corridors, to understand more about the wildlife that we've got here, do some data collection, get people, get the community and the kids recording what's here, understand what's here, and then maybe improve the habitat to help more of it develop. So it's a brilliant space, it really is, and I think we take it for granted. The people of Hebburn maybe take it for granted, but when you're on the other side of the river, it's just a brilliant long green strip, and it's got lots of wildlife in it, and it could even have more. So that's where we're focused, really. We've
been joined by a local ornithologist, Michael, who's leading 2 bird walks.
Well, we've been highlighting the fact spring migration, so we've enjoyed the likes of chiffchaffs and willow warblers and blackcaps, all migrants, and the star of the show was a jay, and thankfully it appeared both times on both walks. So 2 groups were well pleased with the results, and it's opened up a whole new I think way of learning for folks, because they were looking at birds, but I've been encouraging them to listen to birds, so they've all had fun doing that. Well, we've had them from about 4 or 5-year-olds up to not so 4 and 5-year-olds, much older than that, but all enthusiastic, all asking the right questions, and all interested in the area and wanting to preserve the area, and rightly so. It's a wonderful place with obviously the Tyne and then the park itself, and they've all been enthusiastic about the preservation of the place. Well, it's something I've done for many years, but the fact is it's encouragement, and I always believe in that sense of wonder, and if you can capture that in younger members about the natural world, and if they grow up to be interested in birds or wildlife, ecologists or biologists, for me it's sort of job done, and it takes it forward about looking after this wonderful landscape.
And also Gemma, the Cramlington forager, has been here leading 2 foraging walks.
So I led 2 foraging walks up and around the park, and we looked at different plants that are edible and a couple of plants that are mildly dangerous as well, and sort of I was showing people how to identify them and what we can use them for, and if they had any sort of medicinal and nutritional properties as well. It's important because I think it goes to show that just how important foraging is, not only combat sort of introducing people to wild food, but to show them just the diversity of plants available to us. I always say, for me, my foraging journey started as a foraging journey, but I'm now into sort of botany and nature in a broader perspective, and it just opened my eyes up into what is actually out there. And obviously it's great for foraging that we can make use of the plants as well, and that in terms of nutritional and medicinal benefits, and broaden our diets in that way. The best part of today has been how surprised people are at what we can find and how much of it is actually edible. I always enjoy that part, even if it's just a humble stinging nettle. The fact that it has so many nutritional benefits to it, I think that people are shocked by that the most, and that's what I enjoy seeing, just how surprised people are by what is edible.
And we're also delighted to have been joined by Petra, who's a local artist from Newcastle, who's doing some willow weaving of birds and fish.
So I had to get some like sticks and string, and then we had to like tie them together, and then once I'd made like the outline of the fish or the bird, then we had to get more sticks and fill like the gaps in.
We had to get the sticks right, and we had to like weave them through, but it's a bird. Doesn't look like a bird though.
As I mentioned, it's part of a BioBlitz, which is called the City Nature Challenge, which is an international BioBlitz, and we've got the team here from Eric Northeast, the Environmental Record Information Centre Northeast, who are leading on that biodiversity collection and data collection. We're also delighted to have the Royal Horticultural Society with us today, who are sharing their new project that's all about engaging with schools in the Northeast.
Why I joined today was through Diane, right, who organised this, right. I help out in Hebburn litter pickers, and I've got greatly interested in the ecosystem and the natural reserves of the local area especially, and I think the day has been fantastic. It's one of the best days I've had. The bird watchers, Gemma with the forager, and I'd love you to come back to the area and do something similar and educate people like yourself on the vast population of Great Hebburn.